Hi, and welcome to day 8 of Core Awakening. For today's class, we will be revisiting abdominal strength. You don't need any equipment, just meet me right here on your mat. All right, let's begin with our warm-up. We'll begin with shoulder rolls, bringing our shoulders back and around. Focusing on our breath here, nice and slow. And then we'll bring them forward and back. Nice. Getting the shoulders nice and open. All right, and then we'll extend our arms forward, bring them back to goal post as we bring our shoulder blades in towards spine. So extend, bring them in. Nice. It's really beginning to open up the shoulders for the planks we have coming. All right, and then from here, we're gonna go to a standing right here. We're gonna go to a forward fold and twist, and we're just gonna alternate. So opposite arm to foot. Slight bend in those knees if you need. You can hold if the twist feels good. Moving in that transverse plane. For 3, 2, 1. All right. From here, we're going to do a walk out to a plank. So let's start at the end of our mat. Forward fold. You're going to walk it out to your plank and go to a shoulder tap. So tap opposite palm to shoulder, walk it back up. Nice. And we'll just continue here. Walk it out to that nice plank, hips lined up to the shoulders. Shoulder tap and walk it up. A few more rounds here. We focus on waking up our core for today's practice, which I have to tell you today is going to be a challenging one. But of course, change doesn't happen if we're not challenged. So you will come from this a whole new person. All right, last one. Walk it up to a standing. Okay, we're gonna go to a tabletop, all fours. Wrists underneath shoulders, hips and knees aligned, nice and even, shoulders and hips. And then we're gonna alternate right here, tapping our knee towards our tricep. Starting to activate the obliques. Driving those knees up and in, and just trying to keep stillness within the rest of your body here. So we're not moving our hips all over the place here, right? Trying to keep those hips nice and square. Letting the core do the work here. All right. Let's go up into a down dog position. Press your hips up and back behind you. From down dog, you're gonna bring it into a plank. Give me 2 climbers, 2, and then shift it back up to down dog. Breathe in here. Exhale, 2 climbers. Nice. Let's continue here, a few more rounds. Of course, anytime you're in plank, always making sure that your shoulders are lined up with your wrists. You always have a slight bend in your elbows. You're bringing your weight forward. And you want your shoulders and hips lined up, nice and even. Let's give it one more here. Then we'll go into tabletop and then lower back to a nice child's pose. Breathe in and breathe it out. Nice. All right, let's get into a bear crawl stance right here. So when we are in bear crawl, of course, we start in our tabletop, so nice and aligned here. Then we're gonna go onto our toes as we hover our knees up above our mat. So right when we lift, you feel that core immediately engaged. So extreme core work here. And we're gonna go to those tricep taps. So lifting up, we're gonna alternate driving your knees towards your triceps. And we're here for about 30 seconds. Pretty intense, of course. But if you need to take a minute, a beat, not a minute, just a beat to lower and come back into it, that's perfectly fine. All right, it's all about the challenge here. We got 10 more seconds. Woo. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to your knees. Take a second, little child's pose. We're going straight back to that bear stance, and we're gonna go from bear stance to knee taps, back to the tabletop, all right? So we'll just continue here in 3, 2, 1. Bear stance, tap it down. Just lowering the knees, lifting up, stabilizing through your core. Bring your weight forward onto palms and fingertips. Slight bend in your elbows. We're burning through those triceps. 15 more seconds. Woo, push it through. Yes. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Let's get another little child pose. Rest. Woo, we got one more bear stance exercise. All right, let's bring it to bear stance. We're going to go to corkscrews here. So keeping our palms planted, we're just going to kick our left foot through to the right, back to center, right through left. All right? So just twisting it here. If it's a little too much here in this position, you can just tap. So instead of just reaching out with the leg, you can tap it down. Woo. We only got about 10 more seconds here. Work it through. I know it's burning. This isn't called abdominal strength for nothing. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, all fours. Rest in child's pose. Phase 1, done. All right, let's get onto our right side forearm plank. Lining up your shoulder with your elbow. We're stacking those hips right here. Ooh, we're gonna lift up the hips. All right, nice and long, reaching out with that left palm. You're on that right knee here, okay? Let's keep that hip lifted. Extend that left leg on top. Bring your toes in towards you, flex, and you're just gonna lift. All right, that lateral leg will lift up, and we'll begin. If this is a little much modification, you can always bring your hips down and lift from there, all right? So just depending where you're at, right here, keep that alignment as you lower from your foot up to your head, right? So it's just a lift and lower. We're stabilizing through that core, that lower right oblique. 10 more seconds. Push it through for 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Let's go onto the forearms right here. We're gonna go to hip taps, double time. So double to the left, 2, double to the right, 2. We're here for 30 seconds, shifting back and forth. A lot of focus on the internal, external obliques here, but also working the full transverse abdominis, if you haven't noticed. Woo! Let's go. About 10 more seconds. Double tap. Stay with it for 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to your knees. Woo! Let's switch over to the left side. So that left forearm plank position on our left knee. Keep the hips stacked right here. All right, either hips stay up or you bring them down to your mat. Right arm up in the air. Let's go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Lift and lower. So we are getting a little bit of leg work here, right here on our outside hips, on our abductors. And then we're feeling it here on our left quad. But mainly our core is stabilizing here. So we're really building that abdominal strength internally. Woo! Work it through. 15 seconds. Come on. We're getting to the end. In 5, one, bring it down. Let's go to a seated position right here. Our legs are gonna be out extended, palms planted behind us, fingertips facing us. So what we're gonna do is start with knees in towards chest. Inhale here, exhale, you're gonna drive, extend your legs out to the right, bring it to center, extend to the left. So we're gonna zigzag here, alternate right to left. Woo, 30 seconds here. Then we're moving on to the next phase. Woo, work it through. Inhale, exhale. Last 10. Come on, push it through. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, awesome job. We're getting there one at a time, I promise. So we're gonna set up into a down dog position right here. So let's pedal here. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through your mouth. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. I like to be on this side right here facing. All right, let's continue here, pedaling. So from down dog, we're gonna shift forward as we bring our right knee in to outside tricep, center, and a twist, and then back to down dog. All right, let's go. Out, center, twist, and in. Let's go, keep it going. Down dog, drive to plank, tricep, center, twist. Working that outside oblique. We're definitely feeling it in the external oblique, internal obliques, full transverse abdominis. Woo. Work it through. Let's do about 3 more. Come on. Last 3. 2. From here, go to that down dog position. We'll rest just for a little bit. Woo. Then we got our next side. All right, shift it forward to plank with that left knee coming in left tricep, center, twist, bring it in. Just focus on doing one at a time here at your pace, right? Keeping those palms planted firmly, slight bend in the elbow. Woo. True test of our abdominal strength here, right? And I want you to give it your best. I know that it can sometimes get really difficult. You can feel defeated when you're exhausted. But if you need a rest, I rest too, trust me. I take a rest if I need it. Sometimes I think the instructors I'm training with are crazy. But I give my hats off to them. And I am motivated by the strength that they have, right? Last 3, 2. Come on. For 1. Woo. Let's go to all fours. Rest in your much deserved child's pose. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I hope that you're sweating as much as I am right now, because if you're not, you're doing something wrong. Or either you're just, this is too easy for you. All right, stay with your breath. And let's bring it up. Back to a plank position. We're gonna go into climber twists. All right, so hike it up, hips and shoulders aligned, wrists underneath shoulders, and we're going to a twist. So we're just bringing opposite knee to elbow. We're only here for 30 seconds. All right, half a minute. It might seem like an eternity while you're in it, but it will be gone and in our past in about 10 seconds. Easy, right? Let's go. Push, push. Yes. For 5, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to all fours. Get a little child's pose rest. We got one more. We're going back to those corkscrews that we did when we were in bear stance, but we're doing them in plank. All right, modification to go back to that bear stance if you'd like, or we're doing it from all fours. All right, let's go. Lift it up to that plank. This time, As you step through, right palm is lifting off, left palm lifts off. So in that plank position, we're getting our palms off. If you're staying in all fours, in that bear, your palms will stay planted on your mat. So right here, transitioning to side plank, recruiting those obliques, full transverse abdominis, rectus abdominis, everywhere. Last 10. Push. Let's go for 5. On our backs after this. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Done. Gone and past. Awesome. Woo. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, all right? Okay, let's lay it down on our backs right here. We're gonna lift our legs up vertically towards the ceiling. Hands planted right here underneath our glutes, so we can use as leverage. We're going to go to vertical leg lift. So you're gonna lower, count 1, 2, lift 1, 2. So the key during this exercise is to make sure that your lower back stays planted. So you wanna draw your tailbone up and in, feel that core take, right? And you wanna stop at that moment where your lower back begins to curve, all right? Once you get there, just stop. If it's here, then stop, lift back up. Wherever you're at, this is where you're at for the moment, and we're here to get stronger. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, slowly lower, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. Again, keeping that pelvic area coming up forward, tailbone tucked in and up. 1, 2, keep it going. Option here too, if keeping your legs extended is tough, then you can always bend your knees and keep them bent throughout the movement, all right? And that's if full extension of the legs is not an option for you in this moment, all right? You're still gonna work that lower abdominal core that we're targeting with your knees bent, all right? It's just a slight modification, and you work your way up to legs fully extended. Let's go for 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Nice. Let's keep those legs lifted, and then we're going to alternate our leg extensions. So right leg down while left leg stays up, back to center, and left, center. Option here as well to bend the knees if you need to tap towards your mat, right? Again, if you're noticing that your lower back is lifting off of your mat, tuck that tailbone in and under, keep your core braced tight, inhale, lower, exhale, push up. And remember, as you're exhaling, recruit your full abdominal wall, squeeze, brace it. Yes. Couple more here. Last 8, 6, 4, 3, come on, 4, 2, and 1. Nice. This time we're gonna go bend, bring your knees in towards chest and extend. All right, again, you can go more vertically with the legs in the extension if your lower back is lifting off the ground. But if your lower back is nice and firm, then you can go to a full extension of your legs in a horizontal position. All right, wherever you're at here. Same benefits, just different ways of targeting those muscle groups that we're going after. So this is mostly working lower abdominal, but also our full transverse. So that rectus abdominis getting some work as well. With your breath, breathe in, bring it in, exhale, press it out. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, plant those feet, bend your knees. We're keeping that left leg planted. We're going onto the left heel, right leg out and long. So we're going to a single leg bridge to a crunch. Hands interlaced behind your head here. You're gonna crunch up and bring your right knee into nose. Extend and lift up to a bridge and lower. All right, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Crunch it up, extend, lift to bridge. Yes. Move with your breath. Work through it one at a time. Lifting the shoulders off the ground in the crunch. Hips up towards the ceiling. All right, last 3, 2. Give me one more. Drive that knee in, extend the leg, lift and lower. Let's switch. Right foot planted, left leg out. Keep those hands interlaced. Let's bring that left knee in to knee for a crunch. Extend and bridge. Nice. Continue with your breath. Focusing on that movement. Again, lower back here. It's part of our core. And of course, the glutes support the lower back. So we're not just always gonna do crunches and sit-ups or total core exercises. We wanna work those muscles that help support our abdominals as well. It's all kind of a package deal. So if you're wondering, why are my arms sore? Why are my glutes sore? Hamstrings? That's why. Because we're helping to support all the muscles that keep our core strong. Let's go for 3, 2. Last 1. Lift and lower. All right, we're working our way to the end, I promise. Let's get right leg up vertically, left leg out horizontally, and we're gonna reach across here. So right hand interlaced behind your head. Inhale here. As you exhale, your left palm's gonna reach towards the outside of your right hip and tap. All right, inhale here, exhale, reach. And having that left leg long and extended is a little much, especially for your hip flexors. You can always plant that left palm to your mat. We're still getting that oblique work, that nice transverse motion. But the leg extended is just a little more of a challenge. That's it, right? Maybe you do halfway. Maybe you switch between the two. We got about 8, 7, let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. All right, right leg long, left leg vertical. Again, you can plant that right foot if needed. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Reach across to the left and reset. Focusing on that transverse movement. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bring it up. Let's go. We're getting to the end, I promise. Work it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, bring it down. We're not quite done yet. We still got a few more to go. We're going legs straight up right here, hands interlaced behind our head, and we're going for a full crunch. So starting lower on our mat, elbows open wide, full crunch up and lower all the way down. All right, so typically we do pulses, but this time, full range crunch. Inhale, lower, exhale, push up. Last 10, 9, let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, last one. We're going into a bicycle in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring that knee to elbow. 30 seconds here. This is going to take us to the end. If the full lengthening extension of your legs is too much, you can always top your mat. Push it through. We got about 15 seconds to go. Work it to the end. Last 5, 3, 1. Lie down. Extend your legs out in front of you. Bring your arms up overhead. Breathe it in. Open your mouth. Breathe out. All right. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Hug them tight. Rock side to side. All right. Arms out to your side. Keeping the knees bent. We're going to roll them over to the right side. Planting them at a 90-degree angle. Breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth. Just relax here. I'm going to turn your body into a noodle. Breathe. Back to center. And then over to the left side. Twist. In through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Relaxing your body to a full noodle position, which means no tension anywhere. You're loose as a spaghetti noodle. All right, back to center. Roll it over to your right side here. Push it up to a seated. Give yourself a hand because you rock today's abdominal strength. Can't wait to see you in the next class.